So far in NBA history, there's been 19 Game 7s in the NBA Finals. That's roughly 25% of them. So here's one fact about every Finals Game 7. 1951, this is the 5th NBA Finals ever and the first to go to Game 7. The Royals won this Game 7 against the Knicks 79-75. The Royals are technically the Kings, which means the Kings haven't won a ring since 1951. 1952, the lowest scoring Game 7 among both teams, as both teams combined for 147 points, with the Knicks getting 65 points and the Lakers getting 82 points. 1954, the Lakers beat the Nationals 87-80. This win marked the Lakers' first three-peat in franchise history and their 5th ring in 6 years. Had they won it all in 1951, they would have six-peated, winning 6 chips in a row. 1955, this is the closest Game 7 Finals with a margin of just 1 point. The Nationals beat the Pistons 92-91. 1957, this is the only NBA Finals that went to 2 overtimes during a Game 7. The Celtics beat the Hawks in that second overtime, with the final score being 125-123 in the Celtics' favor. This is also the first title in Boston Celtics history. What a way to start their finals legacy. 1960, this Finals Game 7 had the widest margin of victory, with the Celtics beating the Hawks 122-103. That's a 19-point win in the Celtics' favor. And those types of wins were pretty much the story of this whole series aside for Game 6. Every other game had one team beat the other by double digits. 1962, this is the only other NBA Finals Game 7 that went to overtime, and technically the only NBA Finals Game 7 that had just a single overtime. The Celtics beat the Lakers 110-107. This is the most recent Game 7 overtime match. Also, Bill Russell got 40 rebounds during this game, the most in Game 7 history in the finals. That is an insane amount of boards. 1966, the Celtics beat the Lakers 95-93. The Lakers were down 3-1 in the series. They were able to force a Game 7, but they did not win that Game 7. 1969, nice, Celtics versus Lakers. During this Game 7, Jerry West had the most points in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals, with 42 points against the Celtics on May 5th, 1969. Nice. Despite the Lakers losing that game, West was still named Finals MVP. This was also Bill's 5th NBA Finals Game 7, which is a personal record in the NBA for the most Finals Game 7s. This is also the first time a road team won the Game 7. 1970, Knicks versus Lakers. Walt Frazier has the most assists in a Game 7 of the NBA Finals, with 19 assists in this game against the Lakers on May 8th, 1970. Willis Reed was named Finals MVP after the Knicks beat the Lakers 113-99. 1974, the Celtics beat the Bucks. Now, before you get confused, during this time the Bucks were a Western team, which means Kareem never won an Eastern Conference ring. Besides that, this is also the second time an away team won the Game 7 match during the finals, as the Celtics beat the Bucks 102-87 on the road. Speaking of road teams winning a Game 7, 1978, we have the Bullets beating the Supersonics on the road 105-99. Wes Unseld averaged 9 points per game and 11 rebounds during this series. His teammate Elvin Hayes averaged 20 points per game and 12 rebounds. More rebounds and over twice the points. Can you guess who won Finals MVP? That's right, it was Wes Unseld. 1984, the Celtics beat the Lakers 111-102 in Game 7. During this series, the nickname Tragic Johnson became a mainstream nickname, as Magic Johnson got 7 turnovers during this game, which is the most in a Game 7 Finals history. He also shot a terrible 35% from the field. Many people blame the Lakers losing this series, claiming that Magic choked at this point. 1988, the Lakers beat the Pistons 108-105. James Worthy dropped a 36, 16, and 10 triple-double during this game, which helped him earn Finals MVP. That's 36 points, 16 rebounds, and 10 assists. This was the second triple-double Game 7 Finals in history, the first being Jerry West's way back in the day. 1994, the Rockets beat the Knicks 90-84. While the Rockets did great with Hakeem putting up 25 points and 10 rebounds, many people blame this loss on the fact that John Starks of the Knicks made just 2 out of 18 field goal attempts, more specifically going 0 for 11 from 3. This is an 11% field goal percentage. The game was a close call despite his poor shooting performance. 2005, the Spurs beat the Pistons 81-74. During the 2005 NBA Finals, neither team took a double-digit lead at any point during games 5, 6, or 7. This was such a gritty, close defensive series. If you're a fan of textbook fundamental basketball, this series is a must-watch. Tim Duncan himself even went on record saying that this 2005 title run was the most fulfilling finals victory of his career, which is saying a lot when you consider his finals revenge series against the Heat in 2014.
The most fulfilling would be against Detroit, because we had to go to a 7th game against them, and that was probably the most nerve-wracking of it, of the finals.
2010, the Lakers beat the Celtics 83-79. Kobe had a rough shooting night during this game, going 6 for 24 from the field, specifically 0 for 6 from 3, but that didn't stop him from playing monster defense during this game, getting 15 rebounds, which is insane for a guard.
I mean, a lot of people consider him obviously the best player in the game. Why would that be interesting? Kobe, he is, period. You know, I wouldn't disagree with that. He's makes his team go.
2013, the Heat beat the Spurs 95-88 during Game 7. LeBron James dropped 37 points in this game, which is tied for 4th all-time for a Game 7. Also during this Game 7, Boris Diaw made an NBA record for the lowest plus-minus during a Finals Game 7 with a -18. 2016, man, what can be said about this Game 7 Finals that hasn't already been discussed? I mean, we all know that this was the 3-1 comeback series. The fact that the first 6 games total to the exact amount of points for each team up until Game 7, or the fact that this was the 4th Game 7 road win in finals history. With all that being said, here are 2 interesting, less talked about facts. 1. Kevin Love has the highest plus-minus in a Game 7 in the NBA Finals at +19, and 2. Draymond Green tied Shane Battier for the most threes in a Game 7 Finals, each player hitting 6 threes during Game 7. The irony here in that second fact is that Draymond was having a poor 3-point shooting performance in the previous games. Despite his Game 7 heroics, the Warriors still lost that game. One player from that Game 7 was Kyrie Irving, the same Kyrie Irving who is going to participate in the 2024 NBA Finals. Will this upcoming NBA Finals between the Dallas Mavericks and the Boston Celtics reach a Game 7, or will it be settled in less games? Let me know in the comments below. Don't forget to dunk on that like button and subscribe with notifications turned on. I'm Rebound Rewind, and I'll fast forward to you later.